Hey y'all, that old Lone Star sign. Sometimes you need a reminder, and if you've been following for a while, you know I like my tilling therapy, if you would. We got a whole acre tilled up on this old place. Watching the goats play. Y'all look at this, let me turn it around. I believe we got a herd, I say. Look at the babies. They are having a big time. Sun's about to set, and I guess they know where home's at. It's good to find home, if you will. Been riding that tractor most of the day. What a blessing. My cousin Randy bringing it out and saying, "Get after it, son." So I did. We got some pretty rows set. Still planning the patch. I was in the middle of setting another row a little earlier, and if y'all remember last year, I had some kind of time planting that corn with these chickens, and rain, and see, I think I had to plant corn 3 times down that low side by that pine. First time the chickens got it, I had about double the flock that I have now, so I didn't get out there and cover it quick enough. And then the second time the rain got it, I was out there poking holes in the mud trying to get it back in. And this year I've set, of course we've got much longer rows. The tractor will make it easier. Dad was talking to me the other day and talking about this big old garden, and this is the easy part. Pastor and both of our pastors kind of brought that up this last Sunday, on Easter Sunday. The harvest is the tricky part, right? It's easy to till it and plant it, a lot easier than to pick it. But so we got some work ahead. I think we've got 1,500 feet of corn planted, 2.5 pounds. It didn't even eat up 2.5 rows of this old place. Got some peas ready to set, but I'm going to have to wait just a bit. I was going to break my credo of planting with the moon and go ahead and get it in the ground because freeze is over with. But what's got me stopped is that old rat that got a hold of all my marigolds. So I got to have them up and moving before we put them peas in, because that was the trick on controlling those aphids that year. And kind of got it a little dialed in last year. I'll tell you, this farming business will teach you some things. It's sure teaching me a lot. My cousin's got a brand new cultivator tiller implement that we put on that tractor and setting these rows with it. But it's got some skids on the bottom of it to keep it from getting too deep. And I've worked it, and it just don't seem to be standing up high enough to suit me. I don't know why. That's in my head. I guess it's kind of like the end of the ham that we talked about the last time. That's just the way I've always seen it done. They got to be raised up a bit. But I took the skids off today and got a little deeper, and it yielded a pretty good result. So I'm lifting that dirt up and getting it just a little bit higher than where we walked. I think it's going to be a good thing. Y'all can see I got stopped in my tracks because I saw chickens eating corn. No matter what type of tools you got, sometimes you have to go back at it by hand. And I was blessed with a good little walk behind planter. Got that corn put in, but it took a little manual labor with a hoe to cover it up just right to keep it from the chickens and the crows. Old EW with his bad self found my seed bag, and we had a little battle getting that from him. He was after that pink colored corn. Good old G90. But looking forward to spring and harvest. Learned something else on that old tractor. Of course, my Uncle Nathan, and he passed several years ago, but boy, he could set a row straight as an arrow. No tools as far as fancy stuff. but he could do it. It's all about looking down the row, not focusing on what's ahead of you, right in front of you, but looking at the goal. So you just set that mark and roll after it. But what I found was I looked around at the whole field and all the work ahead and worried about that next row and the next one, and it hit me pretty hard, actually. It ain't about looking at the field. It's about looking at the row you're working on, making sure that one's set straight. If we get our eyes all around us, sometimes we can get off track. And I did on a couple of these, had to make another run at it. But just like in life, I guess, the good Lord lets us scrape our nose a little bit and figure out our mistakes. I think the trick is finding it out, right? That old man said one time that a racer's on a pencil for those that make mistakes. And the young man, beyond his years, commented back, he said, yes, sir, but the trick is using it to correct your mistakes. Well, for those personally connected, had to let the cat out of the bag, and just went ahead and said something I don't do, but when it's right, it's right. She's private, and she's my love. Decades story in the making, but that's for another time. But DW, don't come over here and get messy. I'm trying to be all mushy right now. You don't want none of that, do you? No, you don't. The goats are doing fine, but I have found a partner, rediscovered a partner that was there all along, just didn't realize it. But God is good, and He's got intense blessings. Just mind blown at His blessings. I guess that's all I'll say. Let me let y'all see these goats. That's enough about all that. There's a little marshmallow. Now you're gonna act up. Now we ain't doing this tonight. I'm trying to. Oh, you. Yeah, there he goes. Old silly thing. All right. You going over there, and I'm gonna get marshmallow. He likes hitting my boot, y'all. There it is. All right. I got to get my goat stick because he loves to play. His tail just a wagging. But when I get the stick up, he knows we got serious. Yeah, that's what I thought. Old silly goat. But I love him. He made some pretty babies. Now, what are you doing behind the wire? I got to watch that one. Try to get the baby goat at the same time. You done got stuck, baby girl. This is our little doe. Got to keep eyes in the back of your head on this deal. Come on, baby. Yeah, you're all right. Come on, baby. Okay, there's a little marshmallow. And there's DW. You got to keep both of them in sight. But everybody's doing good. We're going to start milking the mamas pretty soon. Just got to get a little bit more advice. Hey, buddy, you just being bad, ain't you? Yeah, you are. You just want to play. I know. Well, I'm not going to play tonight, but it's time to go to bed. All right, there's your gate. I got to tie it. Now, how am I going to tie this with one hand? Huh? You don't... I need some help down here, y'all. Oh, he's all right. He looks scary, but he ain't. He's just a big old play bucket's all he is. He likes to follow me around. And if I don't watch him, he'll kind of sneak up on me. Them billies can be bad, but he's not aggressive. He just wants to play. That's all it is. But, I found a cool find tonight. So y'all know we got 2 tom turkeys and 1 hen out of 30 that we started with. But old hen turkey is doing her job. There she is right there. She done gave us I found 2 more. I don't know if they're viable, but we got some turkey eggs. She gonna have some babies, ain't she? So we got to get those in the incubator. Got a little special visitor coming in a couple of weeks, and we've done set eggs in incubator and got that rolling. So we should have, well, I've got one set of baby chicks going to happen here in the next day or so. But I'm sure we're hoping to get some luck out of this. I knew that that turkey hen was creeping. Found 2 more in that shed. But we'll see how it works out. Hope I get a few little turkey babies out of it. That was the plan. I thought I'd have about 50 to pick up, but oh well. Other plans. Well, I tried to be fancy and start seeds in the house, and y'all know how that ended. So I'm going back old school like I always did it when it worked. Imagine that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So I'm going to give them marigolds a few days before I plant them peas, and hopefully they'll be ahead of each other. I guess time will tell. If it ain't, it ain't. It'll be all right. Getting some rain Wednesday down this way, and that'll be just right on that corn. Still have to set a little bit of fertilizer in there. Seeds are getting a little short supply. I thought that was something else. My old friend Lone Star still had it in stock, though. Got my G90 corn over there today, and it'll come right on. I know it will. All right, well, let me do a quick roll call. This Facebook changed some things, and somehow the identities are, I don't even know. Last time I didn't see anybody commenting, but I guess they were there after all, so I'm going to check it and see. These right here, gently. Okay, they're going in the house in just a minute. But that's going to be kind of cool to incubate some turkey eggs. I'm used to the chickens, but not the turkey eggs. And I've still got about 30 minutes of daylight to finish setting that one row. I'm getting ready for that. But so blessed and so thankful with all that's going on. Tell you a side story. The coolest thing about my baby's name, it stands for light. Who would have thunk it? Out of nowhere, it all fits together sometimes, doesn't it? He's got a master plan. We just have to get out of the way and let him work it. I see that more and more every day. All right, let's do a quick roll call, and I think that'll do it. Hopefully I can see the comments tonight, if I can get my thumb to work right. I don't have green thumbs tonight, y'all. It's straight red dirt, black-ish, I think. I've been playing in the dirt all day. All right, let's see who's on here. There's Teddy from the Carolina Hills. How are you, sir? Good to see you on. You prop up here on this old rainwater tank. That's a good one. There's Dennis saying howdy. Nancy, black babies are so cute. Yes, we've been busy. I'd forgotten the downtime of winter, and now we're in full-fledged get it done mode, and that's what we're doing. Well, West Tennessee here. Beautiful weather. I'm so hungry for tomatoes and onions. That's good stuff. There's Miss Maria out California way. Happy Easter to you, ma'am. Mr. Randy, looking good, from Montgomery, Texas. Boy, you got a place you ought to be in the Ville. Looking forward to seeing you soon, sir. There's Miss Aggie from Allen, enjoying this beautiful weather. Spring is time to get to work, Roy says. Boy, you ain't joking. I guess I'm out of the groove for months, not having to really do much on this old field. And today it just like, I got to do that, and I got to do that. And oh my goodness, that's gone. I got to get that done, and it's a mess, y'all. And my girl's going to be here in a couple of weeks to inspect the place. So me and Jordan are on overtime duty. Not that she'll care, but y'all know how it is. 2 guys living together, it can get a little messy around here, and you kind of walk past things that need to be done, but she jerked that up real quick. No, it's not like that. She'll like it just as it is. We're going to get it a little bit, put a little spick and span on it. My daughter was here last weekend. Man, that was a weekend that'll be hard to be topped, having all those kids together on my birthday. But she did a little house inspection and said we need to do a little work. So she hadn't transferred the boss card yet, so I guess I got to step into line maybe. There's Debbie from Michigan. Brenda, oh my goodness. Boy, it's been a while since we've talked. I'm going to have to call you soon. Seeing your post and your journey and your battle, and I'm with you. God's got it. He does. Thank you for that. Beautiful garden, she says. But it's going to be even prettier when them corn comes up. Hopefully I won't have to replant again like I did last year. But if I do, I do. It is what it is. That's just how you look at it. You just keep moving on. My good buddy Coco out Louisiana way. Where's our goat? Your goat is over there, and I'm not going to go get your goat. Yeah. There's Donna. How are you? Good to see you. Mr. White's checking in. Thank you, man. Appreciate you following along. Mr. Manuel, what a combination. Goats and turkeys. Well, you forgot the dogs and the chickens and the peas. And anyway, hush up. Coco's wilding out already. I already know. There's Dennis. Pick a point and plow towards it. Key to life. Boy, that you summed it all up. I've been thinking about how to say it, and I think you just nailed it. You just nailed it. Pick a point on that tree and get that way. It'll straighten out. Hey, there's my good buddy Ray. Good to see you on, sir. Hope y'all are well. Miss Margie, thank you, ma'am. You're supposed to be tagging me, and Margie is an old friend. Old friend. No, I'm just kidding. But first time she did it, it really threw me. She likes to travel, and here I am sitting on the porch in Nacogdoches, Texas, and I'm suddenly having dinner in Galveston with Margie, and I couldn't figure that out. I don't know if she knows how to work it. I think it was a practical joke. But anyway, said she was going to do it again here a few weeks ago on spring break, but she didn't do it. So I didn't have nothing to explain. Hey, Curtis, just getting bigger and bigger. Everything up and growing here in Salado. Yep, good stuff. I was just down your way over the weekend. Blue bonnets are in full bloom, and they are creeping up this way. Beautiful down there. Greetings from Southwest Virginia, from this mountain mama. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Good to have you along. Kathy says, good evening. Everything looks so good. Boy, doesn't it? I mean, that snow was pretty, but everything was just dead. Now everything's blooming. The wisteria smells unbelievable. Wish I could translate that, but oh well, I guess you got to be there. There's Andrew. Good evening. Good to see you. Spring is coming on. Manuel says he's got me some starters. I don't even want to ask what that's about. Hey, Matt, down in Waco, Texas, Robinson Way. Good to see you on. Miss Sharon Lane again. Let's see. There's Patty. Good evening from Forney. Well, howdy to you too, ma'am. Susan's checking in from North Carolina. Helen saying enjoy the visits. Well, I enjoyed coming on here and chatting with y'all as well. Dennis, you need to make your way down to Nacogdoches. Make it in like June, because I could use some help picking these peas. My cousin Randy reminded me of a good tip. We've got, we're going to have, 10 rows at 300. They're double rows, so that's 20 and 3, and 6,000 feet of peas. He said, son, do not plant every one of them rows on the same day, because we're going to be wearing ourselves out. I'm like, you know what, that's a good call. I think we'll stagger it a little bit. Y'all can't see it, but if you remember from last year, when I till up, Sissy loves that dirt. And wherever she tears up, that's her space. I don't mess with it. She does enough watching this old place that she gets to romp in the pretty rows, and I don't say a word. It might aggravate some, but she's worth her weight in gold. And if she wants to tear the whole row up, she can have at it, because that's her space. Sell any of the produce? I guess I would, but it's not about that. No, I imagine I'll have enough this year to put a little stand up and sell a little bit of it, but that's not the focus. If you want it, come get it. That's just how it is. There's Teddy. Howdy to you back. I'm trying to get through these comments. Coco over there in Louisiana is laughing. That concerns me. I'm going to have to see what I hadn't seen. Connie, how are you? Good to see you again. My good buddy down the road, she stopped in and gave me some plants. I'm standing right here beside them. It's a different kind of squash that I'm familiar with. Delicata or something like that. I don't know. We're going to try it out. She had some extra seeds, and I guess she don't have rats in her house because hers are still going. She said, this is my first time at seeds, and I don't know if they're doing good. I'm like, well, it's my, 5th time at seeds, and I didn't do so good, so I'll take it. I wish it had a bunch of marigolds and tomatoes, but I'll take what I can get. All right, I've rambled enough. It's Monday. Christ is risen. We already knew that. Didn't need money to tell us that. But, heard an old song today, working with the church full time and over in Lufkin, and for those in the area, some cool stuff coming down the pipe over there. I've got a lot of background in music and Southern gospel and country, and got an FM station going to be launching in Lufkin, Texas, here within the next 30 days. That's kind of exciting. We'll have a little morning show, so I'll flounder around with that a bit. But got a lot of connections and a lot of good friends in that industry, and should have some good times. But one of the songs came on today as I was rolling on that tractor, being all 21st century with those earbuds in and enjoying some music. It said, "Give your smile away. Be surprised what you get back." That's good stuff. Maybe we could try that this week, huh? Yeah. Doesn't cost nothing. Might take a little effort. Maybe we need to show folks a little effort and give it away. Y'all be the light. We'll talk with you soon.